So in this video, we are going to learn how to add new leads from TradeIndia to MS Excel. Let's say you're using TradeIndia as a platform to showcase and sell your products or services. And on a regular basis, you keep on getting new leads in TradeIndia. And now you want to add those leads in your MS Excel sheet. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So in this automation, whenever a new lead will be received in TradeIndia, automatically with the same details, that lead will be added in our MS Excel sheet as well. So if you want to learn how you can set up all of these automations by yourself, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my TradeIndia account. Now I want that whenever I receive a new lead in TradeIndia, I want to add the details of the same lead in my Microsoft Excel sheet. Now to do this, we have to connect our TradeIndia account with MS Excel. And we are going to use an automation and integration platform called Pabbly Connect to do so. And to access Pabbly Connect, just go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And here you will reach to the landing page of Pabbly Connect. After reaching here, you can see two different options. First one is sign in and second one is sign up free. Now, if you are new to Pabbly, just click on sign up free and you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you are an existing Pabbly user, just click on sign in. After signing in, you will reach to this All Apps page of Pabbly. Here you just have to click on Access Now below Pabbly Connect. And after clicking on Access Now, you will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now here we have to create an automation workflow. For that, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. So I'll name my workflow as TradeIndia to MS Excel. You can basically give any other name of your choice. Then just select the folder of your Pabbly account in which you want to create this automation and click on Create. Now as we click on Create, here you can see the automation workflow will open in front of us. And in this workflow, you can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our TradeIndia account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever a new lead is generated, a new lead is received by us in TradeIndia, automatically the details of that lead will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger, it will start. After that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to add the details. We are going to send the details of that new lead to MS Excel so that we can add that data over here. So let's see how it is done. Starting from trigger window, in Choose Apps, search for TradeIndia and just select it. After that, from trigger event from this drop down, select Capture Leads as the trigger event. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our TradeIndia account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the user ID, profile ID and key from our TradeIndia account. Now you must be thinking how you will get these details to make the connection. So to get it, you just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just go to your TradeIndia account and from the left sidebar, under Inquiries and Contacts, click on this My Inquiry API. After clicking on My Inquiry API, here you can see the user ID, the profile ID and the key of your TradeIndia account. Just copy the user ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then after that, just copy the profile ID as well and paste it over here. At last, copy your key as well. And then we are going to paste it too. And after entering these details, just click on Save. And as we click on Save, you will see our TradeIndia account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, we just have to click on this Save and Send Test Request button. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, the details of the last lead, the most recent lead which we have received in our TradeIndia account will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And here you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you will get the details of the most recent lead which I have received in my TradeIndia account. So here you can see we have the subject, that what is the subject line of this lead. Then after that, here you can see the unique ID of this lead as well. Here we have the response of sender UID. This is the unique ID of the lead. Then after that, we have the state of the lead which they have selected while submitting their inquiry. Then we have the mobile number of the lead. We have the name of the lead. After that, we have the mobile number of the lead as well. So we have the other mobile number and the actual mobile number. Then we have the country of the lead. Then we have the name, company name of the lead, whatever company name they have entered. And we have their city as well. Then after that, here you can see the unique ID of your TradeIndia account, your TradeIndia account name. This is the name of my TradeIndia account and my own number. Then after that, here you can see the receiver's company name. The name of my company is Dumping Company, for example. Then we have the name of the product which they have inquired for. Then here you can see the month slot and the actual message, that what is the message they have sent. What is the message my lead has sent with the inquiry. And we have the date and time, that at what date and time this lead was received. This means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed, where we have successfully received the details of a new lead from TradeIndia inside our Pabbly Connect workflow in the trigger step. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to add all of these details of a new lead in our MS Excel sheet. For that, we'll just scroll down and come to this action step of our automation workflow. And here in Choose App, we are going to search for Excel. Select Microsoft Excel. After selecting Microsoft Excel, in action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Add Row to Worksheet. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Microsoft Excel account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Microsoft Excel button. Now because I have already logged into my MS Excel account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account. Just scroll down and click on this Accept button. And as we click on Accept, we will see our MS Excel account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the workbook. And here in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the workbooks which I have created in my MS Excel account. Out of all of this, the workbook in which I want to add the details of the lead from TradeIndia is named as TradeIndia Leads. So from this dropdown, I'm going to search for this particular workbook, TradeIndia Leads, and we are going to select it. After selecting the workbook, the drive ID is automatically detected. So we don't have to make any changes in the drive ID. Then it is asking us for the worksheet. That in this workbook, it is most likely possible that you might have created multiple sheets over here. So if you have multiple sheets, in this dropdown, you will get a list of all the sheets. And you can select that in which particular sheet you want to add the details. Right now, in this workbook, I have only one sheet named as Sheet 1. That's why in this dropdown, you can see only one option as Sheet 1. And we are going to add the data of a new lead in that. After selecting the worksheet, all the columns of data which we have created in this sheet, you can see all of these columns as fields inside Pabbly Connect. And one by one, the details of a new lead which we have received from TradeIndia in the trigger step, one by one, we are going to send all of these details to this MS Excel. We are going to map all of these details into the respective field in this MS Excel action step. And the process of mapping is very simple. So we have column A of lead ID. In this field, we want to enter the lead ID. So we'll just click on this field, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses received from TradeIndia of a new lead. Out of all of these responses, we are going to map this response of unique ID, sender UID, and it will be mapped. So whatever unique ID, whatever unique lead ID we are going to receive of a lead from TradeIndia, the same lead ID will be added in our Excel sheet as well. Then we have column B of name. So here we have to map the response of name. So we'll just click here, and from the drop down, select the response of sender name, and it will be mapped. Then in column C in the next field, we are going to map the sender's mobile number. Then in column D, we are going to map the sender's city. So here's the response of city. Then in column E, we are going to map the response of state as well. Then in column F, we are going to map the response of the company name. So this is the company name of the lead, so we are going to map it. In column G, we are going to map the response of the product which they have inquired for. So the product name is curtains, so we are going to map it. In column H, whatever subject line we have received, we are going to map it. And in column I, we are going to map the actual message which the lead has sent with the inquiry. And in column J, we have to enter the date and time, that at what date and time this lead was generated. So here from here in the drop down, we are going to select the response of date. And after mapping it, we are just going to add a space and map the response of generated time. In this way, all the details of a new lead which we have received in the trigger step from TradeIndia, one by one, we have mapped all of these details in this MS Excel action step. After mapping all the details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you will see we are going to receive some response, and the response is received. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details of a new lead which we have mapped over here, basically these details are now added in our Excel sheet. So the details of a new lead from TradeIndia is added in Excel sheet. We are going to check it. We will go to our Excel sheet and we will just refresh our sheet once. And yes, here you can see just now a new row of data is added in MS Excel. And here you can see the details of the exact same lead. We have the same lead ID of a new lead which we have received from TradeIndia. We have the same lead name, mobile number, city, state, company name, the same product for which they have inquired for. We have the same subject line and the same message sent by them. Also, we have the date and time, that at what date and time this lead was generated in TradeIndia. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect between TradeIndia and MS Excel, this automation is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to capture a new lead in TradeIndia, automatically the details of that same lead will be added in MS Excel. Now let me tell you one more important thing. The connection between TradeIndia and Pabbly Connect is a polling-based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for new leads in our TradeIndia account every 8 hours. But if you want, you can just reduce this time up to 10 minutes by contacting Pabbly Connect support team. Now here what you can do, after decreasing the time up to 10 minutes, Pabbly Connect will check for your new leads in TradeIndia account every 10 minutes. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same automation workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can email us at support@pabbly.com or post it on our forum over here. Or you can write us in the comment box below too. If you want to check out the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Pabbly. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.